Imperial College London beat Trinity College Cambridge 235 points to 80 at the University Challenge Series 49 in second semifinals on Monday, April 13, 2020. Thank you for watching. Making video is time-consuming and hard work. Kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button so as to encourage us to make the videos you like. Thank you and happy watching. The penultimate match of the series tonight, with the winners playing Corpus Christi in next week's grand final. As with last week, it would be a close match to call were it not for the fact that one team had a surprisingly heavy loss to its name in the run-up, but either would be deserving finalists. Brandon was, by far and away, the best buzzer of the night with 10 starters, while Mr. Hughes was best for Trinity with 4, ending his side's run their best buzzer with a total of 34. On the bonuses, Imperial converted 22 out of 39, with 1 penalty, while Trinity managed 8 out of 12, with 2 penalties.
Right, fingers on the buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. What is the only surviving mammal of the order Tubulidentata? It is a medium-sized nocturnal African mammal with long ears, an elongated snout, and a diet of ants and termites.
Imperial Brandon.
Aardvark.
The aardvark is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses are on political campaigners. The Abeokuta Women's Revolt was a successful mass protest against oppressive taxation in which country in the 1940s? It took place in a city about 70 kilometres north of what was then the country's capital, one of West Africa's largest cities.
So this could be Nigeria, right? Because Lagos is like a big city, and it's not the capital. Did Morocco move capitals though?
It's not West Africa.
Yeah, let's try Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Correct. In which country did Wangari Maathai found the Green Belt movement in 1977, an attempt to tackle rural poverty through the direct action of tree planting?
This was in Kenya.
Okay. Kenya.
Correct. In May 1988, 4 women stormed the studio of the BBC 6 o'clock news to protest against which new clause of the Local Government Act, usually referred to by its number?
28.
Nominate Brandon.
28.
28 is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. What term in physical science connects words that fit these clues? A county of Northern Ireland, a Bambaram dreidel or teetotum, a 2009 Disney Pixar film.
Imperial Brandon.
No, you lose 5 points. The surname of the magician Jonathan in Susanna Clarke's debut novel, a trinket worn on a bracelet, and the weaver among...
Trinity Webber.
Charm.
They're all flavours of quark. You obviously had the right idea, but you're all wrong. Right, 10 points for this. During the 1930s, in which country did military factions known in English as Control and Imperial Way compete for influence?
Imperial Brooks.
Japan.
Japan is correct. 3 questions on astronomy. Sighted in the Chilean desert, an astronomical instrument sensitive to millimetre and submillimetre waves is known by what acronym, identical to a Latin word that means nourishing?
Nourishing is like, because like atricious, so it's like alere, A-L-E-R-E, so is there something close to that?
It's the big telescope.
That's like square kilometre array.
It's not. It's not the very large telescope.
No.
It's something array. So try like alera. If you, nobody.
We just need to give the acronym, don't we?
Yeah. I mean that's.
Yeah, go with what you said.
Come on.
LEA?
No, it's ALMA, the ALMA telescope, Atacama Large Millimetre.
Okay.
Secondly, designed to search for the imprint of primordial gravitational waves, a series of instruments sighted at the South Pole are known by what acronym, 1 letter short of the name of a specific muscle of the human body?
Any ideas? Muscles?
Muscle, specific muscle.
I don't know.
That's like a short muscle, like
Bicep.
ICEP?
No, you've dropped the wrong letter, of course. It's BICEP, background imaging of cosmic extragalactic polarization. And finally, led by the French Space Agency, an orbiting instrument for detecting exoplanets by the transit method was known by what 5-letter acronym? It is also the surname of a landscape painter born in Paris in 1796.
I mean, if this is... No, I don't think that's right.
Pass.
It's Corot, C-O-R-O-T.
Okay.
Another starter question. Listen to the statement and answer the question that follows. A small number of English verbs have an irregular past tense that ends in the letters U-G-H-T, for example, catch and court. What term for a charity bazaar includes 2 of these verbs? No, you don't know? It's a bring and buy, as in the bring and buy sale. 10 points for this. Born in 1861, which French engineer gives his name to a tendency or effect in psychology in which individuals in a group become less productive as group size increases? It was originally noted by observing participants in a rope pulling exercise. It's the Ringleman effect. 10 points for this. What is the only consonant in all of the following? The title of an Oscar-winning musical of 1958 starring Leslie Caron.
Imperial Brandon.
G.
G is correct, yes. Gigi was the film, of course. Right, your bonuses on Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. What 4 words spoken by Mark Antony in Act 3, Scene 1 gave Frederick Forsyth the title of his novel set in the fictional African country of Zangaro?
The Dogs of
And
War.
do? Was that Dogs of War?
Yeah,
Isn't it 4?
The Dogs of War.
Yeah. The Dogs of War?
Correct. What 2 words spoken by Brutus in Act 2, Scene 1 appear in the only Hollywood film of Ingmar Bergman?
Oh, is this... No, this is not Third Class Dark. It's the other one.
What?
Yeah.
It's not Seven Seal. 17? No.
Yeah, no, that's from
No.
Revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's not going to come to me. Push.
Ides of March?
No, it's Serpent's Egg. What 5-word title did the US author and vlogger John Green give to his novel of 2012, adapted from words spoken by
Fault in
Cassius
Our
to
Stars?
Brutus in Act 1, Scene 2? The Fault in Our Stars is correct, yes. We're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see the title of a play in its original language. For 10 points, name the play's author.
Imperial Brandon.
Aristophanes.
Aristophanes is correct. List is started. We follow on from that to see the titles in Greek of 3 more plays attributed to Aristophanes, and this time I want you to give me the usual title of each play in English. Firstly,
The Clouds.
The Clouds?
Yeah.
The Clouds?
The Clouds is correct. Secondly,
Eklof.
It means... What was it?
It's just the clouds.
Letters?
It's like the birds. Isn't
Clouds. It's,
Birds, frogs.
Huh?
It's not birds or frogs.
yeah, the Wasps.
The Wasps?
no, it's the Assembly Women.
Yeah.
And finally,
Birds?
That's got to be the Birds.
Birds?
that is the Birds, yes. 10 points for this. What surname is shared by Margaret, a 17th century natural philosopher, Henry, a scientist whose experiments from 1797 measured the Earth's gravitational constant, and Mark?
Trinity Webber.
Cavendish.
Cavendish is correct, yes. Your bonuses, Trinity, are on world currencies. In each case, name the currency unit and the word defined that results from reading the currency name backwards. Firstly, the unit of currency of a country that borders both the Caspian Sea and an extension of the Indian Ocean, and a generic term for a den or resting place of a wild animal.
Real and lair.
Real and lair.
Correct. Secondly, the unit of currency of a country that borders both the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea, and a botanical term for a fleshy outgrowth covering a seed.
Lira and Aril.
Correct. And finally, the unit of currency of a landlocked country bordering Turkey and Iran, and a regional word meaning to spoil a child by indulgence.
Dram and Mard.
Dram and Mard.
Correct. 10 points for this. What six-letter word of French origin has been applied to Graham Greene, Wallace Simpson and the wife of Mozart? From a Latin term meaning blind in one eye, it implies a disreputable or sordid character that is still rakishly appealing. The word in question rhymes with the French words for shower, fly and mouth.
Trinity Hughes.
Loosh.
Loosh is correct, yes. You get 3 bonuses on the pioneering ornithologist William McGillivray. At the age of 23 in 1819, McGillivray walked from Aberdeen to London to view the bird collection of which national institution founded in 1753?
Natural history.
What do you think?
Natural
Natural
history.
history.
It could be Royal Society.
1753 though, a bit
Yeah.
late.
Ooh.
Newton was Royal Society.
Yeah, so Royal Institution or Natural History Museum.
Natural History.
Yeah, sure.
Natural History Museum.
No, it was the British Museum. The Natural History Museum was
split
founded
up,
much
yeah.
later. From 1830, McGillivray wrote the accompanying text for which ornithologist illustrated work The Birds of America?
Do we have any?
Audubon, I would imagine.
Nominate Hughes.
Audubon.
Audubon is correct. In 1832, McGillivray published the Travels and Researches of which German naturalist and explorer? He gives his name to an ocean current off the coast of South America.
Not Humboldt.
I
Possibly
think
Humboldt.
it might be Humboldt.
Humboldt.
Humboldt is correct, yes. 10 points for this. Listen to the statement and answer the question that follows. Caracalla was Roman emperor in the year 216, or 6 cubed. Who was emperor in 5 cubed? He was the third in the succession known as the 5 good emperors.
Imperial Brendan.
Hadrian.
Hadrian is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on mathematics. In each case, name the method of mathematical proof being described. Firstly, to show a statement is true for any natural number n, first show it is true for n equals 1, then assume it is true for n equals some value k, and show that it is also true for n equals k plus 1.
Nominate McMeel.
Induction.
That is induction, yes. Secondly, to show that proposition P implies proposition Q, show instead that the negative proposition not Q implies the negative proposition not P.
Wait, no, this is contrapositive.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Contrapositive.
Correct. Also called proof by case analysis or the brute force method. What method involves testing to see if a statement is true for all possible values in a set?
Exhaustive search, I suppose, yeah.
Exhaustive search.
I'll accept that, yes. Proof by exhaustion, yes. Right, 10 points for this. Born in Stirlingshire in 1671, whom did Wordsworth describe as the poor man's stay, the poor man's heart, the poor man's hand? He's the title character of a novel by Sir Walter Scott.
Imperial Brendan.
Oh, Rob Roy.
Rob Roy is correct. You get 3 bonuses on artists and murder, Imperial. Born in Milan in 1571, which painter was forced to flee Rome in 1606 after killing a man?
Well, that's definitely Caravaggio.
Nominate Brandon.
Caravaggio.
Correct. Born in 1500 in Florence, which Mannerist sculptor, goldsmith and writer claimed in his somewhat fanciful autobiography to have stabbed his brother's murderer to death, killed a rival goldsmith and shot an innkeeper?
Nominate Brandon.
Cellini.
Cellini is correct. And born in 1860 and a member of the Camden Town Group, which painter had a keen interest in the Jack the Ripper murders? The writer Patricia Cornwall has suggested that he himself was responsible for them.
I have a guess. It's a messy guess.
What's your guess?
James Ensor. He was kind of creepy. Yeah, nominate me.
Nominate Brandon.
Answer.
No, it's Walter Sickert.
I told
10
you.
points for this. The 20th century mathematician Stanislav Ulam gave what name to a statistical method that examines problems of the generation...
Trinity Hughes.
Monte Carlo.
Correct, yes. You get 3 bonuses on philosophical concepts. Imagine a donkey that is halfway between 2 equally delicious-looking piles of hay, but starves itself to death by being unable to choose between them. This situation is named after
Puritan.
which 14th century French thinker?
Puritan.
Correct. The ship of which hero of Greek myth?
Theseus.
Is correct, yes. After a tax exacting Archbishop of Canterbury, which fork is a sophistical dilemma with choices that are equally undesirable?
Could be Anselm.
No, I think it's like Carlisle or someone, or Carlisle. Carlisle? Go for it.
Carlisle?
No, it's Morton's Fork. 10 points for this. Give either of the two-word Latin phrases that appear in titles of art and music centering on the sufferings of the Virgin Mary at the crucifixion. They mean the mother was standing.
Trinity Crawford.
Ave Maria?
No, you lose 5 points. The mother was standing and sorrowful mother.
Imperial Brandon.
Dolorosa Mater.
It's Mater Doloroso, I'll accept that, yes, and Stabat Mater. Right, so you're going to set of bonuses this time on enzymes used in molecular cloning. What specific single word is applied to bacterial enzymes that recognize and cut DNA at specific sites, and so are used to isolate gene-containing fragments?
They called the code. DNA lysases.
No, they're restriction enzymes. The abbreviation ALP represents which enzyme? Purified from E. coli or calf intestine, it is used to prevent recircularization of vectors in cloning.
Anti-ligation protein.
Go for it.
Anti-ligation protein.
No, it's alkaline phosphatase. And finally, isolated from the bacteriophage T4, among others, which enzyme connects blunt and cohesive DNA ends resulting from restriction enzyme digestion?
DNA ligase or CRISPR. CRISPR's one.
Is that an enzyme?
I think so. Yeah.
CRISPR. Yeah.
Yeah?
Go.
Do you think? CRISPR?
No, it's ligase. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a drawing. I simply need you to tell me the artist who created it.
Imperial Brandon.
Dürer.
No, anyone want to buzz from Trinity?
Trinity Crawford.
Hogarth?
No, it's by Michelangelo, so we'll take the picture bonuses in a moment or two, and 10 points at stake for this. Born in 1960, which US graphic artist's work includes Fun Home and...
Imperial Brandon.
Bechtel.
Alison Bechtel is correct, yes. A moment ago you saw Michelangelo's The Dream, which is part of a group of drawings he created for his beloved muse, Tommaso de Cavalieri. Your picture bonuses are 3 examples of the relatively uncommon phenomenon of artists depicting their male muse, and in each case I need you to name the artist. Firstly...
You have any thoughts, MC?
No. Do you have anything?
Like, nothing, actually. No. I try.
Brooks. Romain Brooks.
Yeah, anything he wants to say.
Nominate McMeel.
Brooks.
No, it's Leonora Carrington's portrait of Max Ernst. Secondly, this artist, who can herself be seen on the left.
I mean, do we have an idea who that is on the right? I mean, I would feel really bad just to say Lee Krasner, because that's the only person that I know would probably come up in here. But, like, all right.
Let's just go for it.
Nominate Brandon.
Krasner.
No, it's Marina Abramovich. That's Rest Energy, a performance featuring herself and her muse, the artist Ule. And finally...
That's like bacon, isn't it?
It looks like bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon.
It is 3 studies for George Dine. Well done. 10 points for this. Apogee of the Symphony is the subtitle of a biography of which Austrian composer born in 1824?
Trinity Hughes.
Mahler.
No, you lose 5 points. Anyone want to buzz from Imperial?
Imperial Brandon.
Bruckner.
Bruckner is correct, yes. So you get a set of bonuses on the films of Audrey Hepburn. Hepburn won the Best Actress Academy Award for her performance as Princess Anne in which comedy of 1953, directed by William Wyler?
Roman Holiday.
Correct. Also featuring Cary Grant and Walter Matthau. Which film of 1963 stars Hepburn as Regina Lampert? It opens in an alpine ski resort.
Yeah, this is
Come on.
push it.
Pass.
That's Charade. And finally, which film of 1967 stars Hepburn and Albert Finney as a married couple re-examining their relationship while travelling in the south of France?
Just push it. I want to get
Pass.
That's 2 for the road. There's 5 minutes to go and 10 points for this. Which of the 24 official languages of the European Union is closely related to Arabic? The other official...
Imperial Rich.
Maltese.
Maltese is correct. These bonuses are on Schrodinger's cat in fiction. Firstly, described as a riff off Schrodinger's cat, The Cat Who Walks Through Walls is a 1985 novel by which leading US author of speculative fiction?
The Cat Who Walks Through Walls. Is this like Jackson Braun?
Jackson Braun?
Yeah, she wrote like The Cat Who Walks Backwards.
Okay. Nominate random.
Lillian Jackson Brown?
No, it's Robert A. Heinlein. Schrodinger's Cat is a short story by which author who died in 2018? Her works include The Dispossessed and Lavinia.
Oh, Lavinia is
Could it be Ursula Le Guin? Because she died last year.
Ursula Le Guin?
Correct. And finally, wouldn't it be easier just to stomp on the kitten? This suggestion occurs in a discussion of Schrodinger's cat in which Booker Prize-winning novel by D.B.C. Pierre?
Well, that's just Vernon Godlittle.
Vernon Godlittle.
Vernon Godlittle is correct. 10 points for this. Answer as soon as your name is called. The hexadecimal representation of the base 10 number 173 spells what common Latin preposition?
Trinity Webber.
Oh, ab.
No, anyone want to buzz from Imperial?
Imperial Brendan.
Add.
Add is correct, AD, yes. Right, you get 3 questions on Chinese poetry. Li Po, also known as Li Bai and Du Fu, have both been described as China's greatest poet. Both lived during which dynasty?
No, hold on.
Probably Tang. Like a lot of them were.
I think they're Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like 8th century. Quite, I thought was like an 8th century poem.
Okay. Tang?
Tang is correct. What number appears in the title of the preeminent anthology of Tang poems? It is the triangular number between 276 and 325.
Yeah, just do the math. I'm not going
Do you have any?
290.
290.
Wait. No, that's not right.
Do you have it?
He can do the math.
It's 300. 300.
300.
300 is correct, yes. I'm amazed you took so long getting there. The 300 Tang poems were compiled by the retired master of Heng Tang during which dynasty? The collection appeared about 1,000 years after Li Bo was active.
So that's Qing.
Qing?
Qing is correct. 10 points for this. In which country is the hypersaline Lake Assal the lowest point?
Imperial Brendan.
Djibouti.
Djibouti is correct, yes. You get a set of bonuses on British India. Named after a major port, which presidency of British India until the 1930s covered territory of present-day states and provinces, including Gujarat, Maharashtra and Sindh?
Indian ports. What we got?
I wasn't listening. What was it?
Just Indian ports.
Like on the west?
Maharashtra's where Mumbai is.
Yeah, but Maharashtra, it's not on the sea. So it's
Come on.
Gujarat.
Ahmedabad. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Just
Ahmedabad.
No, it's Bombay. Also named after a seaport, which territory on the Arabian Peninsula became a dependency of the Bombay Presidency when first annexed by Britain in 1839?
Aden. Can we try that? Aden?
Aden is correct. Which European power ceded Bombay to Britain in the 1660s?
probably Portugal. Yeah.
Portugal?
Correct. 10 points for this. The abbreviation IPR denotes the rights to what concept?
Trinity Hughes.
Intellectual property.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses, Trinity, on Saraswati, the Hindu goddess of knowledge and the arts. According to Hindu mythology, which god is Saraswati's consort?
Brahman.
Brahma is correct. In which ancient Hindu text was Saraswati personified as a sacred river?
The Mahabharata.
Nominate Hughes.
The Mahabharata.
No, it's the Vedas. Saraswati is often depicted riding a white variety of which water bird, the largest member of the family Anatidae?
Crane? Yeah, it might be.
Crane.
No, it's a swan. 10 points for this. The surname of which British scientist appears in the full form of the visual interface CAPTCHA that is used to stop bots?
Trinity Hughes.
Turing.
Turing is correct, yes. And at the gong, Imperial College London have 235, but Trinity College Cambridge have 80. Well, Trinity, if someone had said to you when you started you'll go out in the semi-finals, you'd have been pretty chuffed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to you. Well done for having got so far. Imperial, many congratulations. You, of course, go through to the final, and we should look forward to seeing you there. 235 is a terrific score. I hope you can join us next time for the final match of this series and the final of the competition. But until then, it's goodbye from Trinity College Cambridge.
Bye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Imperial College London.
Bye.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
We have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Making video is time-consuming and hard work. Kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button so as to encourage us to make the videos you like. Thank you and have a good day.